Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Western Association for College Admission Counseling College Fair. We are so excited to have you participating in this event and have some really fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Karis and I will be your facilitator for the night. And before we get started, I have just a few housekeeping items. The first one you've probably already noticed, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can, however, use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of the many different sessions happening tonight, so be sure that you check out the schedule on the website. And then finally, this presentation is being recorded and will be available to you at strivescan.com/WACAC. I would now like to turn it over to our first speaker, Cooper Union.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. Let me just, here I am, and let me just share the screen really quickly. We can get going. And then, all right. Okay. Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel. I'm an admissions representative for Cooper Union. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to talk about the school a little bit. Cooper Union is a school with a rich history of focused on inclusion and access. For example, our women's right to vote started in our Great Hall. One of the biggest advantages you'll have at Cooper Union is that we are a small school, but within the framework of New York City, specifically the East Village. So it's a great place to be. It's a great place to learn. We have a campus. Our campus has 3 buildings only, but there are a lot going on. There's a lot going on in those 3 buildings. And at CU, we believe in experiential learning that crosses the boundaries of our 3 programs. We have under 1,000 undergraduate students. This means small class sizes and lots of personal interactions between professors. Our student to professor ratio is 8:1. That's a lot of personal time you're going to get with the professors. We have 3 schools centered around design, creation, building, and innovation at Cooper Union. The first one is the Erwin S. Channon School of Architecture. This is where you will earn a 5-year NAAB accredited Bachelor of Architecture degree. This is the degree you need in order to become an architect. And students from all 5 years work side by side in a giant open studio in our foundation building. This is where they work together on drawing, model making, and design, along with digital tech. And for architecture, we like to say we use a studio-based curriculum with rigorous critique and debate. Next, that brings us to our School of Art. We offer a 4-year degree in fine arts. There are no majors in our art school. We have a holistic artistic work approach where you will be working in multiple disciplines. For the first year, you will be doing coursework on drawing, painting, printmaking, photography, film, video, and graphic design. This provides you with different perspectives and experimentation across all disciplines. Students in their sophomore year and beyond are given a dedicated workspace where they get to work on their own projects for the rest of their time in their stay at Cooper. Lastly, this brings us to our 3rd school. This is the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering. We offer degrees in 5 areas of engineering: civil, chemical, electrical, mechanical, and general engineering. Students come to our engineering to engage in a challenging and rewarding hands-on project-based learning experience. For the freshman year, in the engineering class, you will be working on problem solving and design. This is where you will work on projects that you think are important to society. For example, we have things like reimagining waste, designing rain gardens in a city, automated robots, and refugee in-flight shelter kits. Our highest performing students at the engineering school go to pursue our integrated master's and bachelor's program. This is where you can earn both a master's and bachelor degree in just 4 years. And also for engineering, if you want, you can earn minors in bioengineering, math, computer science, and humanities. At Cooper, we have great labs and facilities. We're very proud of them. One recent addition that we're very proud of is our architecture, construction, and engineering lab. This has state-of-the-art technology that allows students from all 3 schools to work together and learn. Some of the equipment that we have that you can use are 3D printers, water jet cutters, CNC routers, embroidery machines, as well as many other things. Something else that we're also happy about at Cooper is that we have a VIP interdisciplinary program. This is where students from all 3 schools work together on projects around a common theme, such as designing a smart city. So we're very happy with our student life at Cooper. We have over 80 clubs. And we also have competitive clubs for the engineering department, for example, Formula SAE, ChemE, and Steel Bridge. As far as housing goes at Cooper, we offer housing to all of our freshman students. Our housing development is 2 minutes from the campus building. It's in the middle of New York City, East Village, where you're going to have amazing food and also lots of students from other nearby schools. So there's going to be a lot of cross-pollination going on there. However, housing is not mandatory at Cooper. So if you choose, you can live at home or somewhere else. You can live wherever you want. And of course, we have an Office of Career Development that has great opportunities. Most of the students that come to Cooper end up doing at least 2 internships, many of which are paid. And of course, before you graduate, you'll have personalized assistance in finding your next step of an employment. Every admitted student is automatically awarded a half tuition scholarship of $22,275 for every year they attend. Seniors should apply for the FAFSA as early as October 1st, and exceptional candidates are automatically considered for additional merit-based awards. And of course, if you qualify, we also have an excellent work-study program. At Cooper, we work with students to make sure that they are not deterred from attending for financial reasons. The average cost of attendance for our incoming class last year was $14,111. This number is why Cooper is consistently ranked one of the best valued schools in the country. For application requirements, we use the Common App and have both early and regular decisions. Our deadlines are listed here, and we will be test optional for this year. And at this point, I'd like to point you to a virtual information session that we host once a month. You can find that information on our website at www.cooper.edu/apply. And thank you so much for attending. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to me either here or at admissions@cooper.edu. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Our next college is going to be the New School.
Hi, all. Thank you so much for having me. I hope you'll bear with me. My internet connection has been a little bit unsteady in the preceding presentation, so please alert me if I cut out at any point. So I'm just going to start up the screen share. And I will endeavor to keep this quick. My name is Flynn Linehan. I'm the Associate Director of Admission here at the New School. I'm also a New School alum and have been part of the admissions team since 2015. And I'm so happy to spend some time with you this evening. So to start, I'm just going to give you sort of a broad overview of the New School as a whole, and then dive into our individual undergraduate programs. So the New School is a private university located in New York City. We're home to 5 renowned colleges, 3 of which offer the undergraduate degree programs you might be considering. So these will all live within Parsons School of Design, Parsons Paris, Eugene Lang College of Liberal Arts, and the College of Performing Arts. So New School students, no matter their area of focus, benefit from being part of a larger, comprehensive university that celebrates innovative and interdisciplinary study. Our community in the heart of Greenwich Village in Lower Manhattan, kind of like our neighbor Cooper Union, is home to about 10,000 total students, 8,000 of whom are undergraduates. We have students from all 50 states, a strong contingent from the West Coast, of course, and students from 116 countries as well. A little over 30% of our student body does come from outside the US, and we're one of the most international institutions of higher learning in the United States. Now I'll dive in a little bit more depth into each of our undergraduate colleges, beginning with Lang. So Lang is the liberal arts college of the New School. Here, students can study the social and natural sciences, as well as the humanities, and the arts and performative practices in a liberal arts context. Lang has no prescribed core or traditional general education requirements. It's known for the open curriculum, small class sizes. Our student to faculty ratio is about 8:1. As well as a seminar style teaching model. So no student will be lost in a big lecture hall. It's all very intimate discussion-based coursework. Next up is the College of Performing Arts, which houses our performance-based conservatory style programming with programs in classical, jazz, and contemporary music, as well as the dramatic arts. Parsons School of Design is the largest college of the New School with about 5,000 students enrolled on our New York campus. Here, students are studying the visual arts and design as well as design business. And we do have a full campus in Paris, Parsons Paris, which is home to a little over 300 full-time students. This is also a campus option for our New York-based students who might wish to engage in mobility or study abroad on this campus, which, like our New York campus, is located in the heart of the city. These are the majors that we offer across the entire university, or rather at the undergraduate level. I won't walk through each one, of course, but just to highlight a couple of things, at Parsons and within the College of Performing Arts, students are pursuing a studio or practice-based curriculum in their particular discipline. We offer the Bachelor of Fine Arts, the Bachelor's of Business Administration, as well as the Bachelor of Music across those colleges. And then within Lang, students are pursuing the BA or Bachelor of Arts curriculum in their chosen liberal arts discipline. We do also offer dual degrees that students to pursue a Bachelor of Arts at Lang, combined with a BFA at either Parsons or the School of Jazz and Contemporary Music. Students at Lang, as well as the College of Performing Arts, also have a wide range of combined bachelor's, master's programs that they might want to look into. We also offer minors. We have over 50 university-wide. These are open to students. This is a view of our urban campus. We are located in Lower Manhattan, as I mentioned, specifically in the Greenwich Village neighborhood. We have 4 on-campus libraries, 4 residence halls. We do guarantee housing to freshmen. And we have over 4,000 square feet of exhibition space and a wide range of resources across our campus. And I would encourage you to explore those resources through our Making Center website. So now I'll just very briefly walk through our application requirements. We are a common application school, so you will apply there under the new school, regardless of your college of interest. We require an application essay of up to 650 words, your transcripts, your school report, and 2 letters of recommendation. We are a test optional institution. We have been for a long time and will continue to be after everything that's going on in the world kind of normalizes a bit. We will not consider standardized testing in our holistic application review. For applicants to Parsons, we will require a portfolio as well as the Parsons Challenge assignment. This excludes applicants to our business program who will not submit a portfolio. We also require for applicants to the College of Performing Arts an audition, and there are specific repertoire requirements that you can explore on our website. These are our admission deadlines. We do offer early action as well as regular decision for most of our undergraduate programs. For applicants to Manus, which is the classical orchestral conservatory within the College of Performing Arts, your deadline is December 1, so just a slightly different admission timeframe there. So that wraps up my brief intro to the new school, but I would love to invite you to stay in touch with me after today. That you can see on the screen. It's flynn@newschool.edu. I am the regional Southern California admissions rep, and please stay in touch. I will also pop this in the chat for you to take away with you after this evening. So thank you once again, and I will stop the share there.
Thank you. Our next institution that's going to go tonight would be the Union College.
Hi, I'm Anne Fleming Brown from Union College, and I'm just going to turn on the pictures. I'm a member of the admissions staff at Union, and my pronouns are she, her. Union is a small liberal arts college in upstate New York, near the capital of the state of New York, Albany. It's located between the capital and the Adirondack Mountains, which are within sight of our campus. Our beautiful, beautiful campus is suburban in feel, and the surrounding city of Schenectady, New York, where 65,000 people live, offers urban flair with restaurants and internships galore. You'll want to come to Union if you want an extraordinary academic experience where every professor is a scholar teacher. Every professor is an academic advisor. Every professor is a research partner with students. The professors lead full and mini terms abroad, and 60% of our students participate in international programs. You'll want Union if you want an all undergraduate college where every class is faculty taught. Small classes with 24, the average introductory class size for students, and 14, the upper level class size. Union has a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. You'll want Union if you're interested in studying engineering. Union has 4 ABET certified degrees in engineering, biomedical engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering. And in the next year, we will be adding civil engineering and environmental engineering. We offer a breadth of sciences with an extraordinary number of research equipment facilities funded by the National Science Foundation and many other grants. They are exclusively for undergraduates. We also have marvelous social sciences and humanities. Every single sophomore student at Union does a research project, either in sciences or social sciences, which is going to prepare you for the 85% of our students that complete a senior thesis or a senior project, working closely with faculty mentors. You'll want Union if you want to study more than one subject. 80% of our students do double majors or majors and minors or interdisciplinary majors like Asian studies or neuroscience or women's sexuality and gender studies. The poster student for this from last year is Ty Eddington, who had a double major in history and political science and wrote 2 separate senior theses, and a double minor in political economy and Spanish. He added to that a term in Washington, D.C., which of course went well with his political science major, and a term in Seville, Spain, all on Union programs. This year, he's won a Mitchell Fellowship and is doing a master's degree in Ireland. You'll want Union if you want a close collaborative community where you can cheer on sports teams, like our Division I ice hockey teams, or the 24 Division III teams. And by the way, our football team is currently undefeated, and we anticipate that continuing. We also have 130 clubs and activities. You can participate in music ensembles, theater productions, or dance groups. You can participate in our social house system called the Minervas, where activities take place run by students, whether it's as simple as Milkshake Mondays, Pizza and Politics, where someone from the political science department is going to come speak on a current topic, or you might join my student friend, Veronica Leitao, who every week sponsors Portuguese Table, lunch, and learn to speak Portuguese in one of these Minerva houses. You will want to come to Union if you want a career. 85% of our students do internships as undergraduates. There are 50 internships within walking distance of the campus. And Union is a top producer of Fortune 500 CEOs, Fulbright grant recipients, and Watson Fellows. 13,000 graduates of our college participate in the program where alumni reach back and help undergraduates to plan and advance their careers. 97% of our students are employed within 6 months of graduation or in graduate school or have traveling fellowships. If you've decided you want Union, it's an easy thing to do. You can apply to Union using the Common Application or the Coalition application. Union has been a test optional school for 14 years, and 40% of our enrolled students did not submit standardized testing. We also encourage students to have personal interviews, and we do those on Zoom, and you have a chance to tell your story and add that to your college application. Union is fortunate to be able to meet the full need of students who apply to the college and has $55 million in grants to offer to students. We do need-based financial aid, and we also offer merit scholarships. I'll put our contact information, my personal contact information, and the college's information in the chat. Please reach out at union.edu. You can find lots more about our college. Thank you very much.
As a reminder, if you all have any questions, I would encourage you to go ahead and drop those in the Q&A, and our panelists will get to them as they can. But we will keep things going tonight with our next institution, which is Bryant University.
Thank you so much. Let me just share my screen with everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Amanda Caron. I'm one of the assistant directors of admission at Bryant University, and I am the regional recruiter for California. So looking forward to getting to know interests and explaining a little bit more about Bryant University while focusing on some of the things that are unique about our campus. We are located in New England, in Rhode Island. We're about 3,400 undergraduate students from 38 states and 49 different countries. So we are getting students from all across the United States as well as internationally. California is actually one of the top 10 states that we get students from. So a lot of students are coming from the West Coast, a lot of alums over there as well. And as I mentioned, we're in New England. So we're actually in Smithfield, Rhode Island, which is about 15 minutes outside of Providence and about 45 minutes from Boston. This makes our campus very accessible by two major airports, Logan Airport and TF Green. So for students who are looking for a campus-like feel, we are certainly that. We are a school where it's very evident when you drive onto campus that you've arrived at Bryant University. Our 3,400 undergraduate students are walking around campus, faculty, staff are integrated into the community, going to the athletic events, sitting in the dining halls. So you definitely feel that community-like feel upon entering our campus. We are close to city life, so we're kind of the best of both worlds, providing a safe community, but also being close to that city life as well. The thing that's most unique about Bryant is what we call our integrated curriculum. So at Bryant, we have a College of Business and a College of Arts and Sciences. And at Bryant, all students are required to study in both schools. So you will major in one school and minor in the other. That is how our curriculum is set up. So our business students will minor in the College of Arts and Sciences, and our arts and sciences students will minor in the College of Business. This really allows you to not only combine multiple passions, but also be able to have two areas of study on your resume when graduating. And this is what's helped our students stand out when thinking about internships and job opportunities as well. To give some examples, here's a listing of some of the areas of study that we have at Bryant. To give some examples of how students have done this integrated curriculum in the past, perhaps our students in the College of Business may choose to major in digital marketing. They may choose to minor in the College of Arts and Sciences and Psychology because they want to better understand how people think and then apply it to their marketing techniques. We've also had students in our College of Arts and Sciences do our pre-law track. They have dreams of going to law school, and they may choose to minor in our College of Business in entrepreneurship because they know someday they'd like to open up their own law firm. What's wonderful about Bryant's curriculum is that we're really also big on exploratory learning and making sure that students are really choosing a major minor combination that best suits them. So when we're reading applications, we're not admitting into the university, into a program, we're admitting into the university. So students do not have to be admitted into the business program, the communications program. They're admitted into Bryant and they have until sophomore year to declare this major minor combination so that they are able to try out their areas of study before committing to them. Something else about Bryant is that our faculty courses are led only by faculty. We have no teaching assistants at Bryant. The faculty that are teaching in our disciplines have been in the field. They have wonderful real-world connections when thinking about internships and job opportunities. And we're a school with a 13-to-1 faculty to student ratio with an average class size of about 25 students. So faculty are going to know students and students are going to know the faculty. They're going to really make those great connections. And it is, again, that community-like feel within the classroom as well as outside of the classroom. Students also can expect to have a classroom experience that is collaborative. At Bryant, one of our main academic buildings built in 2016 was built on our academic philosophy, which is a collaborative environment and space. All of the walls in that building are whiteboards, all of the furniture moves. So students can expect to not have those huge lecture style classes like that you see in the movies. They're going to be working in group projects, presentations, again, developing skill sets that we know are important no matter what field you go into. So students can expect that in the classroom as well. Another thing about Bryant students is that they're quite involved. So we are a predominantly residential campus, but 80% of our student body lives on campus, and we do provide housing for all 4 years. We're certainly not a school where everyone goes home on the weekends. Students like to be on campus, and I think that's because of their extracurricular involvements. Many students take 5 classes a semester, which really allows opportunity for students to really enhance their campus life experience. We have about 110 student clubs and organizations ranging from identity-based groups to community service-based organizations. We also are a Division I athletic school. We have 25 Division I teams, club and intramural sports as well. So for student athletes, what this means is there's lots of ways to engage with their sport. But for students who aren't necessarily a student athlete, this just showcases to you that Bryant is a school with a lot of school spirit. It's not uncommon for our alumni to come back on the weekends and to cheer on our sporting events. All of our students are able to access all of these events for free, and students are really able to engage with our alumni as well. Another thing that's unique about Bryant, of course, we have traditional study abroad programs like most schools do, and students do really take advantage of that. But we also have a unique program at Bryant called Sophomore International Experience. And what that is in your sophomore year, you can take an elective course in a specific country. You'll study that country for the semester, and then for 10 to 15 days at the end of the semester, you and your class will actually go to that country to look at the things you've been studying. These are great opportunities to get those cultural immersion experiences. As I mentioned, we're recruiting all over the world, so we really want our students to consider themselves global citizens and to really get these cultural immersion experiences through their learning. Another thing that Bryant's really big on is our experiential learning. So something that you'll see at Bryant that's talked about often is internships and job opportunities that exist. We do have an internship and career for every semester where about 400 employers come to campus. Career services is integrated into every year of a student's academic profile. So they will be getting different skill sets and different programming throughout their 4 years at Bryant. We have an academic advisor for the same 4 years for every student, and then students also get a faculty advisor. And they'll work closely with our career services to, again, help them with those internships and job opportunities. Majority of our internships are paid, and we do have them across the United States as well as internationally. So we, of course, are close to 3 major cities, but we also have students going back to the West Coast, going to international companies to do these internships and opportunities. We do have a 99% success rate with getting students either in graduate school or a job within 6 months of graduation. And that's because of the experiential learning opportunities that we have at Bryant, including these internships. Here's a sampling of some of the companies. As you can see, we've really hit a wide variety: large corporations, small startups, nonprofits. Our 55,000 active alumni also are employed at many of these companies and love to recruit other Bryant students. When thinking about applying, where we come in, I recruit and also read the applications for this area. So it's a very human-centered and holistic approach to our application process. Students can apply on the Common Application. We only require the personal essay that is required of the Common App, no other supplements. We only require 1 letter of recommendation. Those students are welcome to give us more than one if they feel there are other people who can speak to parts of their identity. When looking at a transcript, our average GPA is about a 3.4, but we do not have a required GPA for admission. We are a test optional school, like many of the schools on this call. We have been for almost 11 years now. So this is not something that we adjusted due to the pandemic. We truly feel that students should be able to decide if they'd like to submit their test scores or not. If they would like to, the average is a 1210 to a 1220 on the SAT, 26 on the ACT, and we are able to super score if students have been able to take those things more than once, but it is not required as a part of our admission, and there is no negative impact on a student's application going test optional. We also have several different deadlines for students to decide. We did just have our early decision 1 deadline. Our early action is a little bit later than some schools, so there's still time to apply early action to Bryant. November 15th is that deadline. We have an early decision 2 deadline on January 15th and a February 1st for regular decision. Everybody who applies is also automatically reviewed for merit scholarship. Those scholarships range, but they are renewable for all 4 years as long as the student maintains the GPA outlined in their acceptance letter. We provide athletic scholarships through our Department of Athletics, and students may also choose to complete the FAFSA if they'd also like us to build them a financial aid package. 90% of our students do receive financial aid. If you've never been to Bryant, we hope to see you on campus soon. These are ways to stay connected with us. We have many virtual and in-person opportunities that exist for students, and we are able to connect with you virtually as well via Zoom. If you'd like to chat further, I'll put my contact information in the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, now we'll turn things over to our final institution of the night, which is Syracuse University.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Camille Kreitz, and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions for Syracuse University for Southern California. So I am based in the Los Angeles area. Just so you know where Syracuse is, since everyone's not as familiar with it, it's in central New York State. We're about 5 hours north of New York City and about 5 hours west of Boston. We are actually a city. We are not just a little college town. We have a population of close to 700,000. We do have an airport about 15 minutes from campus. So from California, you can get to Syracuse with one connection through many of the big Midwest cities, East Coast cities, even as far west as Denver. Those cities all have direct flights into Syracuse. Now, we are a residential campus, which means that our students are required to live on campus their first 2 years, and then you have the option whether to live on or off campus your junior and senior year. Most of the students that do live off campus live within walking distance of campus. It is, we don't have cars on campus. You're not even allowed to bring a car your freshman year, but it is very much a walking campus. So students are out and about all year long, walking around, going to class, going to the library. Staff and faculty are also walking around as they don't have cars. Most of our staff and faculty also live locally. So there's very much a tight-knit community on campus because everybody is local. It's not a commuter campus. It takes about 20 minutes to walk across campus from one side to the other, so it's very walkable. Now, as far as our academics go, first of all, we have a population of a little under 15,000 undergraduate students, and our average class size is 26 with a student to teacher ratio of 15:1. So when you're in your classroom space, you're going to feel like you're in a much smaller university. Now you can see some of our rankings over here, but what I want to talk about is our colleges. We have over 200 majors and 100 minors divided up into 10 different colleges. The colleges you see here with the asterisks are those colleges where you can apply undecided. We have a common core curriculum, so no matter what college you apply to, you will have to take some classes in our College of Arts and Sciences, and that common core is what allows students to apply undecided, to change their major once they get to campus, to pick up a double major or a minor, and many of our students are studying in 2 different colleges. So we really don't like to pigeonhole our students into one track. We might have an engineering major studying music or an architecture major studying real estate management through our business school. But just some highlights, our School of Architecture is a 5-year professional degree program, ranked number 2 or 3, depending on the year. Our Newhouse School of Public Communications is a number 3 ranked communications, journalism, PR, those sorts of majors are in that college. Business school is a top 20 school. Our College of Visual and Performing Arts, we were the first 4-year university to offer a BFA program within the US, and all of our programs are either portfolio or audition based, and they are BFA programs. But the thing is because we are in a larger university, you will still be required to take at least one academic elective every semester, which allows you to minor in an academic field as well. Our Maxwell School of Citizenship, where all of our social studies has been number 1 in policy studies for many years. Top School of Education, Engineering, Information Studies. We have a major in sport management and sports analytics as well. So many majors to choose from and minors as well. Now, one thing that makes Syracuse very unique is that we really focus on experiential learning, and we do that through first of all, through our research. We are a Tier 1 research institute. We encourage students at the undergraduate level to get involved in research. We also encourage students, and many majors require students to do internships. And we will encourage you to do those during the summers for the most part, because when you're on campus, there are all sorts of other experiential learning opportunities that you'll have. Now, one thing as California students, first of all, you make up our 4th largest population on campus, but our California alumni are second only to New York State. So if you do come home during the summer and want to get an internship, we have many connections out here for you to help you with those internship opportunities. We also have a top 10 study abroad program. We've been doing study abroad for over 100 years. We have 5 of our own programs, and then we partner with local universities in over 60 different countries. Depending on your major, depending on where you want to study, you can study as early as freshman year all the way up to senior year. And we have semester programs, summer programs, and short-term programs. So lots of different formulas there. We have over 300 clubs and organizations. We're a Division I athletics school, but also club and intramural sports. Between 25 and 30% of our students are in Greek life as well. We have all sorts of dining options on campus, a health and wellness center with a 5-story rock climbing wall and swimming pool and running track and all of that. So many, many things to get involved in on campus. And finally, as far as the nuts and bolts go, we are a Common App school. Next year, we will also join the Coalition app. We have early decision, which is November 15th. Regular decision is January 1. We do a holistic review. This year, we are test optional, although I'm not sure if we'll continue to be test optional for next year. If any of you are seniors, we are encouraging personal interviews as well. And we do have a commitment to affordability. So we require the FAFSA and the CSS profile, but we finance between 75 and 80% of our students. And our financial packages can be very competitive with California public school packages. So with that, I'm going to end, and I will drop a bunch of my links into the chat. And thank you for listening.
Thanks so much. We have just a little bit of time left with each other tonight, and so I'm going to turn it back over to our panelists for a quick Q&A. So the question that I have for all of you is, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Okay, I guess I'll start. I would say one thing to remember is that we have under 1,000 undergraduate students and an 8-to-1 student ratio. So that is a very small school, a lot of attention from the professors, but at the same time, you're going to be in the East Village of New York City, which has all of these amazing cultural opportunities, and as well as students from other schools to kind of talk to and cross-pollinate with. So yes, that.
Hey, I think I'm up next. So I guess one thing to definitely remember and take away with you about the new school is that we're very unique in that we are home within that bigger umbrella of the new school. We are home to an independent leading art and design in Parsons, which lives alongside a specialized performing arts conservatory and a small liberal arts college. So you do have these independent colleges that all function together, and the interdisciplinary opportunities that kind of arise from that and curricular opportunities are really exceptional. So that is one awesome part of the new school that I love.
So for Union College, the thing that's great for me and great in my work is that the opportunities are for the majority of students. 85% of the students are doing research, 92% of the students are living on campus for 4 years, 80% are doing more than one major, 60% are having an international experience, 97% are getting jobs or graduate school. I love that the opportunities are for so many on our campus.
I would say what I want you to remember about Bryant University is that we are a school that really values community. Again, our integrated curriculum of business and arts and sciences is unique and has us top ranked for many programs. Allows you to meet students from all different disciplines and really has helped with our 99% success rate of getting students in graduate school or a job within 6 months of graduation. I also would say that if you're looking for a school that has that Division I kind of camaraderie school spirit, but those smaller class sizes are small to medium size is really important and helpful in that. And then lastly, the inventor of Tupperware, Earl Tupper, gave us our land. So we also have a really cute bulldog on campus named Tupper. He's a real dog. So when you come to visit campus, I would love for you to come and meet him.
I think what I love about Syracuse is the fact that while it is a mid-sized university, it really has everything that a larger university can offer you, with all of the services, the support services, the clubs and the organizations, the D1 sports, the honors program, the study abroad, all of that, the tier 1 research. But you've got those smaller classes, so you really feel like you're in a small class. You get to know your professors, you get to know your fellow students, and you still get that kind of big school experience as far as the activities and living on campus. That sort of typical college campus opportunity.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, everyone. When you close out, you will see a quick 5-question survey. And so we would appreciate any feedback you could provide us about your experience tonight. I would also encourage you to sign up for more sessions. There are tons more happening, and those are all available on the schedule on the website. And then finally, as I mentioned before, this recording will be available at strivescan.com. That's all that I have. Thank you all so much for joining us, and have a good night.
Thank you all. Nice to see you and meet you.
Thank you.